Daffy Duck and Porky Pig make such a good duo. I think I prefer Daffy and Porky to Daffy and Bugs Bunny. This is certainly a feeling I have with the prize Pest. So the 1951 Warner Brothers cartoon directed by Robert McKimson and written by Ted Pierce. And we have Mel Blanc, of course, voicing Porky and Daffy. And very randomly, and I do feel like this random bit could have been a bit better written, but Porky wins a "What's the name of your name" competition, which it does feel a little bit underdeveloped. But the prize is Daffy Duck, and Daffy Duck is going to make things very difficult for Porky Pig, and he does everything he can to try and torment him. I will say I don't really feel like Daffy's motivations were all there, and usually with a Warner Brothers cartoon, Daffy has a reason for being annoying, and I feel like it's a much better crafted narrative a lot of the time. This one just felt a little bit random. To begin with, the first couple of minutes when they were setting everything up, everything felt forced and a little bit unbelievable. But once it got underway, Daffy Duck pretended to have a Jekyll and Hyde kind of personality, and that, to use his words, and uses this to torment Porky, but not everything goes to plan. After the first couple of minutes, once everything was established and I got over the fact that things felt kind of forced, I actually really enjoyed it. It was very well animated. Daffy looks horrendous a lot of the time with very sharp teeth. He has some really brilliant facial expressions. The animation of his mouth or his beak, I think, was very well done. Porky, of course, was brilliant. One bit that I really liked was when Porky was on the phone, but it wasn't actually a phone. I can't really explain it, not without giving much away, but I just like how that part of it developed and evolved and how it was animated. So there were definitely specific segments that I thought were particularly effective and particularly well done. It's not my favourite Daffy and Porky cartoon, nowhere near, but it's still one that I quite enjoyed. Well animated. Once it got going, the narrative flowed quite nicely. Yeah, there were some things in it where I felt like they were underdeveloped or they were just kind of shoehorned in because they couldn't think of a better way to get from A to B. But once we got to B, everything seemed to flow really nicely. So, sure, it isn't my favourite. But if you're a fan of Porky or Daffy and you haven't seen it, The Prize Pest is one that I would recommend.